So I do want to preface this by saying that the last cover in the chiptune album will be coming, and this isn't changing that. But while like in the middle of doing everything, sometimes I gotta take breaks, and I was playing Feeding Frenzy today, uh, and I encountered this glitch that I want to document at least somewhere because no one seems to talk about this game. Um, I've known about this glitch for a while, sort of, but never to the degree that's going to be shown here, assuming I can, get it to work quickly. Um, so essentially, uh, for those unacquainted, as most of you probably are not acquainted, um, in Feeding Frenzy, you are supposed to eat all of the fish that are smaller than you until you grow, and then you can eat a larger and larger fish. And there are some fish, or orcas aren't fish, but they're still in the game, that are just too large for you to eat on any level. But what you can do is like nibble on their tail, and that gives you a bunch of points. Well, uh, there's a glitch in this game because this game is very glitchy that allows you to do some very wild things with the tail bite mechanic, and we'll see if I can actually get it to work here. I have to wait for an orca to spawn, or it'll just swim off screen. Um, and it gives you a ton of points and a lot of lives, so I'm not worried about running out and getting a game over anymore for the rest of this play session. Um, and in fact, I've been using deaths to my advantage to make sure I can keep this glitch going on longer here and get more points. Because the most amount of points I could get in a... Okay, here's the glitch. The most amount of points I could get in a normal run, even with some exploits regarding the last level, was like 1.8 million. And here, as you can see, 41.3 million. This is ridiculous. Like, look at this. This glitch is so crazy that, if you keep it going long enough, the points will wrap around into the negatives, and you'll start losing points because it just keeps going higher and higher, and then eventually overflows. It's absolutely insane. It's completely ridiculous. Uh, Assuming I don't get eaten by sharks repeatedly, I can show it off more. Um, Fury Bubble completely ruins the glitch because I think this has to do with the code for the Shark King in the very last level of the game, where you tail bite it, but you can also eventually eat it. So Fury Bubble forces you to eat the orca instead of just continuing to do that. And also, something I've noticed is that if you do this long enough that another orca spawns, it won't be glitched. So you're constantly in this cycle of one of the orcas is glitched, and then the other isn't. It's so weird. I was experiencing this glitch a little bit earlier on in some of the earlier levels, but none of them to nearly this degree, mostly just because those levels are a bit more tame with how they spawn the giant fish, or specifically barracudas in those earlier levels. But like, look at this. This is insane. And then, of course, the smaller fish can sometimes ruin it too, because you can eat those. So it makes you eat the orca instead of repeatedly tail biting it. This is absolutely insane. I keep saying it, I just don't really have good words for it. Because, like, if I can get a normal orca to spawn, I can show you how this mechanic is supposed to work. Or maybe you could just look it up on your own. Um, it, look at this. Okay, normally, you just do this, right? That's normal. But the glitched version, if I can get to it in time, it swims away. I cannot. The glitched version just goes off the rails. I don't have words. Immortal Anglerfish bullies Orca relentlessly. That's the only thing I have to say at this point. Like, come on. I'm gonna try and max out the point counter. I'm not gonna do it here in this video, but if I do eventually get it, I'll take a screenshot of it, and I'll make a community post out of it. Um, anyway, thank you guys for being patient with waiting for the chiptune album stuff. There's just kind of been a lot of stuff that we need to make for the last song. We didn't really plan it ahead of time very well, which is mostly on me. If I had better planning on that, it probably would be out by now. But, oh well. It happens sometimes. In the meantime, thanks for being so patient. Thank you so much for 200 subs, actually. I woke up this morning and saw I was like at 210 or something, and that's ludicrous to me, because, like, 3 weeks ago I was at 50 or something. So, yeah, thanks, guys. That's awesome. Um, I hope you guys have wonderful rest of your days. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Uh, drink water if you haven't. I mean, I might as well mention it. I'm in the ocean in the game. Uh, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. I'll be responding to comments as I usually do, and uh, I will eventually upload the final remix for the cover album. I'll see you guys then.